fellas, MadeInChina here, and I know we've not uploaded in a little while, but I'm currently editing the Phasmophobia video, and I've been kind of having a little bit of a dry inspiration streak recently, but I will try to get back on it and post that video soon. But for now, I'm going to show you my personal deck list for Wargreymon Ace from Starter Deck 15. So let's get into it. Starting with the Digi Eggs, we have 4 copies of Starter Deck 15 Coromon, and 1 copy of BT14's Coromon. Starter Deck 15 Coromon synergizes extremely well with every single card in the Dragon of Courage starter deck, which is exactly the kind of stuff we're running in this deck list. When attack target is switched, this Digimon gives 1k DP until the end of the turn. This card increases the power of your Wargreymon Ace when it goes to block, making it so that you will have a more likely chance of surviving the battle. However, BT14's Coromon is a different story. Basically, when your opponent takes damage from you, you draw a card. Extremely good, and it also allows you to build up a bigger hand. Starting off the rookies, we have 4 copies of BT12's Agumon. Now, before we get into the rest of these cards, I'm going to mention this now. All Agumons have the ability to Digivolve from any Coromon of any color, for a cost of 0. Just mention this now, so I don't have to mention it with the other ones. This Agumon on play lets you fill the top 4 cards of your deck and add 1 Digimon card with Greymon Omnimon in its name and 1 Tamer with Taikami in its name from among them to your hand and place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. This card is the only searching Digimon in the deck, and wouldn't you know it, it's an amazing one. It's vital for all Greymon decks to run this card, at least 1 copy, besides the Shine Greymon lists, but we're not talking about them. And as an inheritable, it has the inheritable of, while this Digimon is Greymon or Omnimon in its name, it gains plus 1k DP. So when paired up with Wargreymon Ace, you're going to be winning more battles than losing them. Next up for our list, we're running 4 copies of BT14's Agumon. At the start of your main phase, if you have a Tamer with Taikami in its name, this Digimon may Digivolve into Greymon in your hand without paying the cost. A very memory-efficient Digimon, as it lets you go into Greymon for literal free by just controlling a Tamer. Also, as an inheritable bonus, while this Digimon is Greymon or Omnimon in its card name, it gets plus 2k DP, buffing your Wargreymon Ace even more, so the blocker is more powerful, or your Wargreymon from BT14 is even more powerful. Finishing up the rookies, we got 4 copies of Starter Deck 15's Agumon. This Agumon doesn't search and doesn't exactly Digivolve from, anything for free, but what it does do is, at the start of your main phase, if your opponent is a Digimon, you gain a memory. Meaning that if you have the Taikami Tamer in play from Starter Deck 15, and you get set to 3 memory from that, this gives you 1 more memory to use. Very, very memory efficient. Also, during all turns, when an attack target is switched, you gain a memory. Again, synergizing extremely well with the cards from Starter Deck 15. Starting us off on the champion ranks, we have 4 copies of BT12's Greymon. Now, all Greymons in this section are able to evolve from any Agumon for a cost of 2. I mentioned this now, like I did with the Agumon, so that I don't need to explain it later. When Digivolving, if you don't have a Tamer with Taikami in its name in play, you may play 1 Tamer card with Taikami in its name from your hand without paying the cost. This is an amazing ability because it lets you set a Tamer for free. Preferably the memory Tamer, but also lets you play Tai and Kari, attack card, which is why I run the card. Also, as an inheritable, it shares one with its previous Agumon, giving 1k DP to any Digimon with Greymon Omnimon in its name this card is under. An amazing card that all Greymon decks should run also. Next up is a bit of a tech choice, just personally for me, 3 copies of BT14's Greymon. BT14's Greymon is more of an attacking card, because when you attack, it gains 2k DP for the turn, and if you attain with Taikami its name, you gain memory. It's extremely viable as an early attacker, for the ability to gain 2k DP, putting up to 7, and giving you an extra memory to play with, which is, in addition, just like a very, very good benefit. Also, during your turn, it shares another ability with its previous Agumon, giving your Digimon with Greymon Omnimon in its name plus 2k DP if this card's under it. Really, really good. Finishing us off for the champions, can you guess? It's 4 copies of Starter Deck 15's Greymon. This card isn't very good overall. It has the same abilities as the other ones with the Digivolve thing, but if it's in security, you may play 1 Agumon or Tamer card with Taikami in its name from your hand or trash without paying the cost when it's flipped up, which is an amazing ability if it's in security, because it dies, but you get to play an Agumon from your hand for free, in addition comboing with the Dragon of Courage card we'll go over later. It also has the blocker ability, which is nice if you want an easy blocker on board. Also, as an inheritable, when an attack target is switched, you gain a memory. It shares one with its previous Agumon. All of these seem to share inheritables with their previous forms. Moving on to the Ultimate Digimon, we have 3 copies of BT14's Wargreymon Ace. Now this card is a bit of a tech choice again, and it's just a me thing, but I like this card. It's a hand trap, and, well, its ability to kill Digimon with 6k DP or less is extremely, extremely nice. Because it lets you snipe early Digimon like Greymon, Terriermon, all sorts of stuff. However, if it dies, Overflow kicks in. Overflow is an ability which minuses you memory, depending on how much is read there. It's -3. It's kind of a risk to run this card, but that's just the way I like to play Digimon. Finally, and the second copy of Champion in the deck, we got 4 copies of Starter Deck 50 Wargreymon. It doesn't have any unique abilities besides Blocker, and its inheritable is actually amazing. Security Attack +1. If this is under your Greymon, you're going to be dealing more damage than before. Truly an amazing card, and I think it should be run in more lists. Finishing off a Digimon with the Megas, we've got 4 copies of the Ace of my deck, Wargreymon Ace. Wargreymon Ace can evolve from a card with Greymon in its name for a cost of 3, but it can be played for free with Hand Counterblast Digivolve. You Digivolve in this card without paying the cost when your opponent attacks, and you can do counter timing. This card is Blocker, so when you do it, after your opponent attacks, you can immediately go in and block that attack. Also, during all turns, when a card is removed from a security stack, you may unspend this Digimon, meaning that if you attack, you can attack twice, or when you block an attack from your opponent, if they attack and take out another card from your security, it restores for another block. It's an amazing card, and it's run at 1 in a lot of different meta lists, but I'm running 4 because it's my partner card. I love it so much. Finishing off the Mega Digimon, we have 2 copies of BT14's Wargreymon. This card is also absolutely incredible. It digivolves from any level 5 Greymon in its name for a cost of 4, and while you have a Tamer with Taikamiya in its name, if your opponent has a Digimon with 10k DP or more, one of your Agumon may digivolve into this card for a Digivolution cost of 4, ignoring its Digivolution requirements. This is literally the peak comeback card, because also, when digivolving, this Digimon gains Raid for the turn and then it may attack immediately, and when it attacks, if you have a Tamer, this Digimon gains Security Attack +1 and Piercing, where if you use the first ability, you can immediately use this ability, which is just absolutely incredible and makes this card absolutely insane for a lot of different reasons. Moving on to the option cards, we are running 2 copies of Offense Training. Offense Training is, well, it's a searcher for red, and it also lets you digivolve into your Digimon for a reduced cost of 2 by sacking it. On play, you're able to reveal the top 2 cards of your deck and add 1 red card from among them to your hand and return the rest to the bottom of your deck. Which, it can sometimes whiff, but again, it's how I like to play the deck. It's extremely risky and it's extremely fun. Next option we have is 3 copies of the Black Memory Boost. I'm running the Black Memory Boost because there are a lot more black cards in this deck than there are red cards. This is the foundation of this deck is Starter Deck 15, so it makes sense that I'd run Black Memory Boost because it's as a foundation of black. When it's played, you may reveal the top 4 cards of your deck and add 1 black Digimon card from them to your hand and place the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. Then place this card in the battle area. And it basically just gains you 2 memory. Everyone knows what this card does. It's amazing. Also, upon revealing this card in security, you may ignore the first effect of both and play them into the battle area. Really, really nice, because these get into security somehow a lot. Next up is a card that I found interesting, and I'm running 2 copies of it for experimentation purposes. Dragon of Courage. While you have a Tamer with Taikamiya in its name, you may ignore this card's color requirements. Main, by placing 1 Greymon and 1 Metal Greymon from your trash as one of your Agumon's bottom Digivolution cards, that Digimon may digivolve into Wargreymon without, ignoring its Digivolution requirements. It's similar to BT14's Wargreymon, except it's an extremely way worse card. But I'm mainly running it for its security ability, to play an Agumon for free from your hand or trash without paying the cost, and then you can add this card to your hand. It gets a brick into your hand, which is this, but it also allows you to play an Agumon from hand or trash, which can probably turn the game for you. Finishing off the options, I'm running 1 copy of Breakthrough of Courage. I might increase this to 2, or taking out one of the Dragon of Courage, because this card is just simply better. It has the same kind of thing, where if you have Taikamiya in it, a card with Taikamiya in its name, you may ignore the color requirements. And basically, you may unsuspend one of your Digimon, then one of your Digimon with Greymon in its name isn't affected by the effects of your opponent's Digimon to the end of the opponent's turn, and a security effect as you play it. This allows you to basically just stop the DP minusing effects of your opponent and protect your Greymon from abilities that would kill it. Finishing off with the Tamers, we have 3 copies of Starter Deck 15 Taikamiya. Now I'm also running this alongside BT14's Taikamiya, but I like this one a little bit more. Because when attack target is switched by suspending its Tamer, you can draw a card, and one of your Digimon gets plus 2k DP until the end of the turn. This is a better effect to me than BT14's Taikamiya, and it's overall, I just think it's just a better Tamer, because it's also a memory Tamer, which sets you to 3 immediately. Very, very crucial and very, very nice to run. As attack option, I'm also running 2 copies of Tai Inkari. If you have 3 or fewer security cards, gain 1 memory, and if your opponent has 3 or fewer security cards, gain 1 memory. Basically, it's just a really, really good card for late game, as it gains you so much memory, and if you have that ST15 Agumon on field, you're going to be getting a lot of memory, also along with the Stardeck 15 Taikamiya Tamer. Also, during your turn, when your regular Digimon attacks, you may suspend this Tamer to have all of your opponent's Digimon get minus 2k DP for the turn. This Tamer is absolutely incredible, and I'm running it too. Finally, we have an interesting choice from me, running Taikamiya BT14 at 1. My reasoning for this is because I don't think this card is as important as some people make it out to be. At starting main phase, when your Digimon with the vaccine trait gets plus 2k DP for the turn, which, while yes, is a very, very good ability, it just doesn't come up too much for me. And during your turn, when a card is removed from your opponent's security stack, by suspending this Tamer, you gain a memory. It just gives your opponent less memory to work with, because they don't lose memory upon attacking. Overall, it's just not a really, really good card for me, and it's a card that I'm choosing to cut down to 1 instead of running it at 2 like I was going to initially. That will be all for this video. I'll have the entire deck list on the digimoncard.io. If you want to look it up, it's called MadeInChina's Blasting Ace Wargreymon Ace deck. If you want to build this list, feel free, I'm not going to stop you, but you could look for better lists. This is just for me, and I'll also put combos in the description of the deck list itself. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you fellas in the next one, preferably in the Phasmophobia video. Bye bye!